Positivities Within the Possibilities by Gadi-Carreon. Copyrights reserved 2021 Gadi-Carreon. All the contents used in this book belong solely to the author. No part of this shall be reproduced, sold, or transmitted in any medium by a third party except without the author's approval. First printing, 2021. Dedication. To all the people who have helped me become who I am. Dad Rod, Mom Amelia, my two sisters, Malou and Imelda, and my only niece, Micah. My circle of strong women who always lift me up, and my loyal and dedicated friends who continue to make me proud. To the loves of my life, Raymond, my supportive and loving husband, my two most precious peas, Karen Marie and Cameron Cam, who are my reasons for living and living in purpose. To my faith, God, who always promised me an interesting journey. Grateful for all the blessings and allowing me for being me as you're my way, truth, and my life. Hope, faith, courage, and tolerance. Grateful, power, and strength. Gadi-Carreon. A few words about Gadi-Carreon. Shakespeare once wrote to his beloved, "How do I love thee? Let me count the ways." My adaptation with Kay in mind would be, "How do I admire you, Kay? Let me mention a few of many ways." The world is overflowing with possibles and probables, but lacking in actuals. People dream a lot, but don't take action. Not so with Kay, who epitomizes the little engine that could. She gets things done and done well, but never with just herself in mind. Noted for her obvious passion for and commitment to helping others achieve their goals, Kay has parlayed that mindset into achieving her own. That win-win attitude has won her respect from all she engages, as her success in business and in life is built upon a foundation of the success of others. Unusual? Counterintuitive? Rare? Perhaps, but it works, and this author, great communicator, teacher, and friend to many, is proof positive that the road to self-actualization is paved with sacrifice, giving, selflessness, and intrinsic motivation. Kay's road wasn't always easy or straight, but has been filled with unexpected challenges and countless obstacles. Not a problem. Her optimism is front and center. Her ability to reinvent herself makes Madonna look like the change-resistant cartoon character Hem from Who Moved My Cheese. In short, Kay is a role model not only for women, but for all who aspire to maximize their potential. Eddie Anarella, CHO, President, Stonehenge Consulting Group, Fort Myers, Florida. More about the author. Thank you, Mom, for everything that you do and for all the sacrifices you've made for us. I'm beyond proud of you and all of your achievements thus far. You are the strongest woman I'll ever get to know, and your perseverance through your hard work is empowering. You are a force to be reckoned with, and I'm thankful to have you as my mom and as someone I look up to and hope become. Love you always, KC. Thank you, Mom, for making me food and giving me life and a shelter. Congratulations on your book. Love, Cam. There are few who can do what she has done. From running more than one successful business, traveling the world, competing in California's Olympic culinary team, working with renowned chefs all around the world, teaching financial literacy, and sponsoring and hosting fundraisers in our community. Kay is more than a role model, but a true philanthropist at heart. She is the source of inspiration and has such an empowering way of motivating others. Kay has a go-getter attitude and undeniable enthusiasm for life. She turns her setbacks into comebacks and embraces the challenges she has faced. Her passion to make a difference in the world is admirable, and she strives to exemplify that every day with her family. Her resilience and dedication to her work, coupled with her dynamic disposition, is what sets Kay apart from the rest. She is surely a force to be reckoned with and a jack of all trades. Love you, Tita Kay. Thanks for being my aunt, my friend, my role model. Love, Micah. Kay is the most positive person I have ever met. She is my positive coach, and she always brings out the best in me. Maria Pomor, my loving sister with a heart of gold. Nothing can get in their way of her ambition. This book is a memoir of her positive mind and her ability to overcome adversity every step of the way. Love, Imelda Ball. Kay is a loyal friend. She has a cup full of surprises, talented and inspirational. She is all about positivity and growth to cultivate a healthy lifestyle. Love, Joy Cole. Positivity is a choice. It's a mindset that reaps reward when applied to daily life. Positive people choose to focus on the good amidst the bad, and Gadi-Carreon is one of those people who excel at this. She has always impressed me with her positive outlook on life, seeing the beauty in all things and all circumstances. We need more people like her in today's world. Cheers, April Losi. If there's anyone whom I admire for a person's happy outlook in life, it is Kay. Ever since we were classmates in our primary years through high school in the Philippines, she was already a ball of happiness. In class and outside, you would know when Kay is present because you can hear her distinctive laughter and animated storytelling. Looking back, her happiness is anything but shallow. It was coming from an innate positivity. Even at young age, she was already finding the good in every person, in every situation, in every possibility. We lost touch for close to 2 decades after high school. We went to different colleges, and she pursued a career in hotel and restaurant management and moved to California, while I became a full-time broadcast journalist and part-time college professor in the Philippines. When we reconnected in the mid-2000s, she was the same Kay I knew, but even happier, more successful, and deeply authentic. I moved and settled down with my family in California in late 2011. By 2014, I was in rut as a migrant. Things were not as I wanted them to be. Life was slow for me, who was used to the fast-paced days in the newsroom, the excitement of field reporting, and just achieving. Unsure where I was personally headed at that time, I knew I needed changing, but one thing I was sure of was that I was bent on staying in the U.S. for my family. An excerpt from the book I read, Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert, resonated to me at that time. When you sense a faint potentiality for happiness after such dark times, you must grab on to the ankles of that happiness and not let go until it drags you face first out of the dirt. This is not selfishness, but obligation. And I thought about Kay's positive outlook in life too, awe-inspiring and contagious. I wanted that for me and told myself it wouldn't hurt to try something, no matter how minuscule of a step it might be. So for every day, for 100 days in the last quarter of 2014, I listed one positive thought or anything I was grateful for in my life. I didn't only write them down, I manifested them and socially blasted each one by posting anything that made me happy, big or small, every day for 100 days. Hex Gold Joys, 100 Happy Days. Turns out that little thing was life-changing for me. Heck yeah, really good things started happening for me and my family. I got promoted, we bought our first home, and also among many blessings, I started my new financial planning business too, with Kay, whose leadership and guidance to them Reach Insurance team has just been both inspirational and aspirational. So yes, this book's author, Kay Gadi-Carreon, is as positive as an influence as she truly is. I'd be one in perhaps hundreds she has met, and whose lives she's touched, with her authenticity and positivity. If it is something you'd also wish for yourself, this book is for you. Indeed, there is an art in finding positivity in every possibility. And it is that kind of positivity that breeds gratefulness, which in turn channels lifelong happiness. Staying positive amid all of life's chaos is a conscious choice and needs constant effort. And there's an art to it, which Kay has truly mastered. Marigold Haber-Dunca lives in California with her family. She is a commercial property manager, licensed in real estate and financial planning, former broadcast journalist, and college professor in the Philippines. Forward. I believe when Kay Gadi was born, she came out of this world with all the positive elements in her whole body. I've known Kay from the time she graduated from college with a degree in hotel and restaurant management. She had her practicum with us, and from being a practicumer, she became a significant member of our Le Souffle restaurant, then the most sought-after, fine dining restaurant at the heart of Makati's business district. She was my most favorite assistant. Her superb positive outlook in life, her excellent attitude towards work, and most especially her extremely contagious crisp laughter made her adored by everybody, so that when she bade us goodbye to migrate to the USA, we felt like the world crumbled on us. But look at her now. With all the titles and acronyms attached to her name, I can only conclude that following that direction was really the best for her and her family. She only thinks of greatness, not alone for herself, but especially for everybody she comes across with in life. She only wants the best for people and exhausts all efforts to alleviate their plight. Her current profession can testify to this. I don't see anybody more fit to write a book on positivity than Kay. Her life exudes only positive energies. I think the opposite does not exist in her dictionary. When a person is endowed with so much talent and utilizes those talents to the max, there is no way but up. Kay is an ardent achiever. She knows her role in life and definitely her perfect place in this world. Life has taught me that possibilities are endless, as she states in Chapter 1. Learn about the mathematics of relationship in Chapter 2 and come up with an impressive sum. I am glad that she is able to document her desire in inculcating positive mindset, as you can find in the succeeding chapters of her book. How to have balance in your life and career, how to know yourself more, how you want people to remember you, the journey to greatness, the right way of loving oneself, etc. If only everybody in this world would find time to read this book, then our world that is full of hopelessness, disgust, corruption, suffering, indifference, and hate will definitely be transformed into a world filled with greatness, enthusiasm, honesty, charity, gratitude, and love. And like Kay, laugh out loud and fill the earth again with everything positive. I can't help but read and go through each page over and over because each chapter is so essential and valuable to one's positive growth. I like this line from Chapter 12. Gratitude cleanses your body from all negativities that you garner within yourself and helps unleash the winner's potential. That is Kay for you. She does not just talk. She makes things happen and makes sure they happen according to God's plan, so she will be able to leave distinctive, unforgettable footprints. All the best to you, Kay Gadi-Carreon, the most successful, positive, happy achiever I know. Jessie C. Shioko, the Papal Chef, President and CEO, Chef Jessie Restaurants. Chapter 1. All about the why. Moving to another country can be quite challenging, especially when adapting to a different lifestyle, the mindset of natives and culture. Safe to say, there is a lot to be learned when you take that path. It is a slow but vital process to go through situations, learn and implement them for better decisions. We can argue that everyone deals with something. Still, as an immigrant, you have to strike a balance between what you know and what you learn in a new environment, which adds to the whole proposition. All sorts of people become part of your life, for better or worse. Many play major roles in shaping who you are now. The following guidance derives from my learnings and wanting to help others who might be in the same situation as I once was. They have been my core in striving for my goals and maintaining or at least trying to have a meaningful, healthy lifestyle. Breaking down the WHY, work through your problems with the WHYW, depicting the important questions driving every action you take, why, what, and when. H for harmony and the most important one, why, you. Even when you are at your lowest and life has pushed you to the edge, keep these factors in mind, and I guarantee that a messy, wound-up string of thoughts in your mind can be untangled. W, why. It is about your purpose in life, about all the why. Why do you want to succeed in life and for whom? Personally, for me, why stands for the people I love and who truly care about me. There have been a few bad eggs in my basket, taking advantage of me not being fully informed and aware thereof. There is a purpose behind what I do and the choices I make. I do it for the people who has been my strength throughout. So the question remains, why are you doing what you are doing? For what purpose? It seems like a silly question. Some might say right off the bat, because I do not want to die poor, or I would not have to worry about my bills and mental health only if I have the money. All these answers are valid and correct, but the truth remains that there is a percentage of people who have it all and are not satisfied with their lives, because one way or another they have not accomplished their true purpose. Somewhere along the way, they got off the track. The focal point here is strive for whatever you believe in, be it financial stability, balance in life, or a general sense of peace, but always question and remind yourself of its importance to achieve it. It's easy to feel lost when you do not have a destination in mind or meaning behind your actions. Remind yourself why you started on your chosen path, your ideas, and where you imagine you will be at the end of the road. Why is achieving a certain position or lifestyle important? Does it give you the purpose and achievement you want in your life? Not fulfilling your core purpose results in the sense of emptiness and loss of fulfillment. Have a dip in your pensive. Dive deep in the ocean of your thoughts and mindset that you started with. It helps in redacting the what-ifs from one's life. Diverging your mind from all the possible downfalls to keep your mind solely focused on your goal is the healthiest way to opt for. It is not only rewarding for you, but the people who rooted for you along the way. Who was there to uplift and help you pull through dark times? The ones who were your mentor or guide when you needed a solid dose of advice and therapy. All of them become a part of your reason. Your purpose in life will be the determining factor of the result. It drives you towards your chosen future. To get most from options available at present and identifying essentialities, making you more resilient despite obstacles. What? The word what is the deciding factor. What should you do to achieve your goal, your why, no matter what? Do whatever you can to get there. As someone who had to adapt to a new place and welcome the ups and downs it brought along, I have learned not to be scared to take up challenges and explore the course of actions. Whatever it is, I know I am stronger than the impediment at hand. Thinking big is scary. Knowing there will be innumerable hurdles while working for those ideas is terrifying. What sets your game plan apart from others is how much you have faith in yourself and planning your ideas accordingly. Having a positive attitude or outlook can work wonders. Hustling with a healthy mindset will get you there faster and more efficiently. Give yourself the time and space to explore the options. You might not always have favorable conditions. Women usually do not, but look how far we have come in that regard as well. Minorities and immigrants, most often than not, have to comply with policies, whether official or just cultural presets, slowing the pace for them to reach the top. This difference in treatment is usually the cause of the inferiority complex, thinking you might not be as smart or good enough as the others. I can't emphasize this enough. However, even with such conditions, you will still be you. The person who is brave enough to take on the world despite its challenges, not hiding from facing them, not minding what others think of you or your potentialities, not being afraid to put your ideas out there, taking in criticism and guidance from others. Be confident in yourself and what you got for the world. The competition is fierce out there, and the hard reality is that you might not be as skilled as others, but that should not have to be the reason you give up. Seek as much exposure as you can to understand things better. As long as you have the belief and trust in yourself, respect for efforts that you put in, overlooking unnecessary negativity, there is no reason for you to undermine yourself. The journey is as important as the destination, maybe even more. W. When. Another W is the when. Know that every problem has a solution. Even when at the last resort, understand that you cannot go any lower. The only way is up. Life has taught me that possibilities are endless, even if you have run out of all options. You think you are at the end of the road, and there opens a path you might have overlooked or maybe can create one yourself. Never miss seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Do not give up on your dreams and aspirations when stuck in an undesirable position. Instead of wasting time and dwelling on how big the obstacles are, direct your energy towards how to solve the problem at hand. The outcome of being stressed out is ultimately draining yourself for hours and still not coming up with a solution. We have examples of all these amazing people who failed at first, but because they refused to give in, not only did they benefit themselves, but the entire world. Thomas Edison had to go through several, reportedly 100 failed attempts before he managed to light up our world with the invention of light bulbs. That does not only apply to entrepreneurial endeavors, of course. Working on and evaluating yourself to grow is an amazing aim. Realizing where we are going wrong and making efforts to improve is the biggest gift we can present ourselves with. Some realize what they want from life early on and work towards it from there on. Some do it later, which is fine as well. So do not give up on yourself or your preferred destination. Life is not easy or fair thereof, but you should be aware of your true potential and how you can handle the hard stuff no matter where, what, or who throws it at you. H. Harmony. Albert Camus, a French philosopher and recipient of the Nobel Prize in Literature, stated, "But what is happiness except the simple harmony between a man and the life he leads?" emphasizing the connection between oneself and his persuasions. Be in harmony with yourself and your beliefs. Draw a very detailed image of how you want your life to be, but make sure to be at peace with it. Why? You. The very foundation, an essential element of the whole process, is in fact you. It does start at home. If you do not love yourself, you cannot extrude or share it with anyone else. Be kind to yourself. You are all you have got. Treat your mind and soul with good energy, the way you want others to. Be confident and secure in your skin. When there is no enemy within, the enemies outside cannot hurt you. You will probably be doing others a favor by doing their job of bringing in negativity if you coax yourself in the corner. Do not give way to those ugly thoughts of being useless or unworthy of desired goals. Restraining ourselves from full potential by focusing on wrong variables instead of the why, as discussed before. Rather work on your weaknesses and try to overcome them. We cannot turn into a completely different being overnight, but we can try. We can look for solutions to become the person we want to be. All of us are equal. There is always a choice. Making life-changing decisions is stressful, and rightly so. You can stress all you want if the step you are about to take might seem to be 99% a wrong one, but that is the thing about life. For it to continue and to know if it really will be a bad one, you will have to take the step. Holding yourself from potentially making the right decision and turning it into reality might be more of a disaster. To put it simply, if you do not explore an option, you would never be informed about its pros and cons. What if it does turn out to be a miscalculation? The worst situation would be a failure, but you can only go north to better grasp and understand the circumstances. There will not be any regrets or what could have been, as per your expertise and capabilities. It is wise to embrace what befalls you regardless of the result. There is plenty of trial and error in the process of figuring out the right way. Human beings would not have developed had we not experimented with ideas in the first place. Thinking of new ways, putting in hard work. If the outcome is not desirable, we can have another go and come up with better ones. Bottom line, the harder you fall, the stronger you will bounce back. It all depends upon your energy, your approach, and your purpose. Conclusion. Wherever you go, as long as you have that why, you can be successful no matter what aspect of life you are striving for. The basis of your actions influences how well your plan works. Being uncompromising and resolute for your aims helps in proficiency and dexterity, which might not be there in a design with no backbone to begin with. Aspiring for the best you can have is a spirited thought. To venture into building space or life for oneself comes with difficult choices and greater challenges. Though the result might not be the one you wanted, the process does offer the gain of knowledge for a better life with hope and harmony with your initial resolution in sight.